matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's going to go for a big one. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
On first down from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. To the air, it's Holstein. Pressure coming. And the missed connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Running into the open space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Alabama! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. Got his man to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The play-action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Rebels! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Finds his tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got a chance. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Now, they love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that, Brian.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bradley. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to...
Makes the grab right down the middle. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. The give to the left. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Under fire. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Watkins.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pop the draw. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. start this third quarter with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Leaves it with the running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To throw, it's Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Whoa, look out! Touchdown, Bama! This defense... making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. On the run deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown time. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This offense ready to go back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Davidson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you drop back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And some room to work. There he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back looking for help. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Russell. Spits it out to the back. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Give to the back. Finding open areas. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's first down from the 11.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need it.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And his first pass is incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bradley.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Makes a man miss.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot, and guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings, but man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.